Hello YouTube, this is that Yi guy. I just got back home after traveling for work, so hopefully everything will get back on schedule. I hope everyone's doing well meanwhile, and let's just talk about the Juneteenth update which just came out. And I'm gonna go over the topic, there's not that many. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it. As with all my videos, there's gonna be timestamps down below, so if something doesn't interest you, you can skip around to the different topics. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is that they have confirmed that Vicus will arrive on June 30th. So we can keep an eye out for that update. With Vicus, there will be different content that's coming out, the new Guardians, as well as the Throne Spire, which is going to give us a lot of one-time rewards. Now, the big thing in this update, which just came out, I'm going to link below so you can read for yourself as well, is that the Stronghold research is going to come out. Now, this is not going to be relevant for everyone because it only helps people who have a character at 1460 already. Not everyone is at 1460 and you shouldn't feel pressure to hit that level. Right now, we have honing research buff that potentially can help your ults go up to 1370. This will bridge the gap between 1370 to 1415. Even if your ult is already at 1415, you could still benefit from this research. So research it ASAP because most people to get to 1415 did not upgrade all their armors equally. For example, I have some pieces at plus 17 on my ult, but a lot of pieces are at plus 12, plus 14. The way this research works is that it should boost your rates all the way up to plus 15. So even if your character is at 1415, if it's not evenly upgraded, you could still benefit from this upgrade. Another thing you might consider is that when this research comes out, there might be more people looking to hone to upgrade their old characters. So I don't want to say one way or the other what that's going to do to the material prices, but that's something to keep an eye out on. One last small thing I want to mention relevant to this. I have done some PR like this before behind the scenes. So the way they phrased it, we were too excited to not spoil this, but wait till June 29th for the full release note. That means that there is a chance that this won't come out the exact same time as the 30th patch. So definitely keep an eye out. I will have a video out for the patch notes on June 29th as well, where I'm going to go over this in detail. The next thing I want to talk about is what they mentioned here. They delayed the patch quite a bit because they ran into certain problems and they focused on ridding Arcadia of bots and the queue times. Now, one thing I do want to point out, that's actually very true. The bot busting has done a lot in decreasing the number of bots that's floating around in game. You can tell this both in the number of bots that you can actually see around the game. Ever since I logged back in, I've seen way less bots and the queue time is non-existent once again. And on top of that, I took a quick look around and the whole RMT world, the different Discord communities, there has been reports of a lot of botters, a lot of cheaters banned, and that's just a testament to the fact that it does work what they're doing right now. So I'm much more forgiving towards their timeline because they're legitimately making progress towards the bots. There's not going to be a perfect solution, to be very honest with you, but yeah, so far what they're doing is helping. The next thing, they decided to remove Yaz's jar. So for people who don't know, Yaz's jar is a in-game recycling system for cosmetics, and what that does is actually quite pay to win in the sense that most people won't be able to afford to get the better stuff from the Yaz's jar. So right now we have cosmetics in game. If we take a look at right now, the cosmetics we have, you could potentially buy a cheap one. It will give you plus 1% strength, for example. And if you're using different stats, you'll give you plus 1%. What Yaz's jar does is that you turn in multiple skins into it. It will break it down to components, and then you have a small chance of getting a legendary or epic skins, and it's gonna be 2% of a stat. So it might not sound like a lot, but when you're wearing 3 pieces of armor, 1 piece of weapon, that's quite a bit of stats actually. So think about it, a 4% increase in stats, and based on the way the stat actually scales your damage, this is actually a noticeable amount of damage increase. Is it going to make a difference between god tier player and just an average player? Not really, but this is a very tangible power that you can buy if you have enough money. So I'm very glad that they are actually removing this. Having said that, I hope that in the future they put in a way to implement those skins. But I just want to point this out and kind of explain what it is. Now, next up, we're going to get player gifts. Of course, just the typical rewards for honing materials. Once again, very good. It's going to give us a bunch of just destruction, guardian, and honor shard pouches. And this is just free materials, always good. I don't think I need to elaborate too much more on this. And the next thing is Mokoko's skin selection chest. So, yeah, this is very cute. Not as funny as the cow and cat and the other one, but this is quite good. But let's zoom in real quick. I'm gonna zoom in real quick. I'm genuinely curious. Please reply down in the comments. Do you find those two, like the ones on the left, is that hilarious to you, or is it like kind of cursed to your eyes? I'm very curious because I'm seeing a lot of very mixed reactions. I personally find it really funny, but I'm curious to see what you guys think about this particular cosmetic. But I'm glad that we're getting this. This seems very nice as well. They kind of quickly gloss over, but I think it's important, is that growth supporter pack containing honing materials will be added to the store. So what happened was that in the previous update, this was actually just temporarily added to the game and it's removed. So I calculated the value of this kind of in my head when I saw it. I didn't actually buy it because I didn't feel pressured to push my gear score way too hard. But this is actually a good value if you're just trying to throw the game like $10, but it's something you can definitely skip as well. Because the way to look at this, is it pay to win to be able to directly buy this? Yes, for sure. Is it more pay to win than Mari's shop, where you can just buy right now what you can do? More so, yeah, but it's not like night and day difference. So, and it says that you can do it once a month. So just keep an eye out. I will do a value calculation on this probably on my Discord. I don't think it's worth a whole video, or I can make a community post with the value calculations. Let me know how you would like this information. So the skins though, I think they look really nice. The cowboy looking outfits for the man, and yeah, the female skins. This is more skimpy than the usual offerings we have right now, and I think some people were waiting for quite a while for skins like this. So hopefully this is what you're looking for. One last thing is even when I'm traveling for work, I can't check YouTube as often, but I do try to keep in touch with everyone in the community on my Discord. So this is where I will try to answer questions as much as possible on my phone when I'm out of the house. And every single time people donate money to me, some people ask me what I spend the money on, just curious. Pretty much every cent goes into Discord features and commissioning these really hilarious looking emotes. So I'm gonna try to zoom in here. You can see some of the new emotes that I just commissioned. I really like them. That's why I'm showing them off. The Feel Grudge Man, and this is very relevant, I think. And also there's the Money, the Mokoko Pog, the Smug Berserker, the Voltan, and also the Vicus keyboard, because I know this will be relevant once Vicus comes out. Feel free to join. Don't feel pressure to say anything. Just ask questions. Take part in any conversation you feel like. So yeah, that pretty much covers everything I wanted to cover today. Stay tuned for more videos coming out in the near future. So have a great day.